the Chicago Bulls versus the Los Angeles Clippers audio broadcast. I want to thank everyone who tuned in to the National Championship broadcast last night. We are back tonight for the Chicago Bulls versus the Los Angeles Clippers audio broadcast. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, who will tune in throughout the evening. And hopefully you're ready for some Bulls basketball. And we are almost set for this game between these two teams. If the Bulls win, they move within one game of 500. However, if they lose, they drop back to 3 games below 500. The Clippers come in at 19-23, dealing with their own injuries, and they've also been a bit disappointing team, really, since Kawhi Leonard joined the team. And they have James Harden as well. I mean, team has been very disappointing, and that has hurt them a lot. But let's take a look at the starters real quick for both teams. First, for the home Chicago Bulls, Coby White, Isaac Okoro in the backcourt, Matas Buzelis, Nikola Vucevic, and Jalen Smith at the front court. For the Clippers, James Harden and our old friend Chris Dunn in the backcourt, Kobe Sanders, John Collins, and Ivica Zubac running out the front court. That is your starting 5 lineup. Bulls basketball coming up here in just a couple minutes. You're listening to Bulls basketball on Shy Sports Live. And that is the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls, as you heard there. And another wonderful rendition of Bulls basketball. Tip-off coming up next between the Bulls and the Clippers. You're listening to Bulls basketball on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Bulls basketball. We are ready for a tip-off between these two teams. Not a packed house in the United Center Actually, pretty poor attendance right now for these two teams, but it is cold out. The weather has not been the greatest in the Chicago area, so that's not surprising. Trey Jones is coming off the bench tonight. Off the bench, 16 games, averaging 11.3 points per game, only 4.9 assists. That's worse as a off the bench compared to when he's starting. Wondering why we have the changes here, but regardless, the Bulls are going with Okoro and White in the starting lineup, and having Jones come off the bench. But we are set for basketball here between these two teams. Vucevic versus Zubac in the tip-off circle. Hopefully everyone's ready for some NBA basketball between the Bulls and the Clippers. We are ready. This will be Jalen Smith, 6 start, 7 double-doubles on the season, and 3 in his last 3 games. As the Bulls win the tip, it is knocked out of bounds by a Clippers player, and Bulls will get possession of the basketball to start. Again, the starters for the Clippers: Dunn, Harden, Sanders, Collins, and Zubac. For the Bulls: White, Okoro, Buzelis, Smith, and Vucevic. And out the starting 5. Buzelis will send the inbound pass to Coby White, our old friend Chris Dunn guarding him. Coby White on the right wing. Send it to Vucevic at the top of the key. Send it to Buzelis. Buzelis driving, lays it off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Zubac. Here comes Harden. This is a tough guard, even in his older age. Mark Davis, Brent Barnaky, and Robert Hussey are referees tonight. As Harden goes up strong with the left hand and lays it up and in. And that is the first basket of the game for the either team. White, send it to Okoro, send it to Vucevic in the post. Vuce cross court pass to Smith, so it was also the top of the key. Send it to Vucevic, back to White. Takes the 3-point shot. It's open. It's no good. Rebounded by Smith, but his foot was out of bounds, and that will be Clippers basketball. 11:09 to play here in the first quarter. 2-0 start for the Clippers. Dunn carrying the ball over the timeline. Hand it off to Harden. Harden will send it to Dunn in the corner. Here is a 3-point shot for John Collins. It's good. It's a 5-0 start for the Clippers. White driving on Sanders. Passes out to Smith. Passes it to Vucevic, back to Coby. Coby against Coby. White. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebound is tapped around and corralled by Buzelis. Buzelis goes up strong off the glass, no good. Vucevic misses to the dunk. Rebounded by Chris Dunn. Vuce wanted a foul, does not get it. Dunn passes to Collins, a corner 3 again, and again he hits. It's an 8-0 start for the Clippers. 10:15 to play. Hands it off to Buzelis. Vucevic, send it to Smith. That's a 3, and that's good. Smith gets the Bulls on the board first. 8-3 lead for the Clippers now. Harden will carry the ball over the timeline. On the left wing, send it to Zubac to the post. Zubac with the left hand over Vucevic. Short, rebounded by Vuce. Coby White will take it the other way. White. We'll give it to Okoro in the wing. Down low to Vuce in the post. Takes a little fade jump shot, and he's short on it. Rebounded by Chris Dunn. Harden with the basketball now. Backing down Coby. Harden lays it up. Off the glass it in. 10-3 start for the Clippers. 3-point shot in transition for Coby, and he hits. 10-6. Bulls, both of their baskets have been from beyond the arc. Sanders driving on Buzelis into the Collins. Collins has 6 points tonight. He's made 2 threes. Here's Harden. Harden sent it to Zubac. A little hook shot, no good. Rebounded by Jalen Smith, and here come the Bulls. Buzelis. Give us the Okoro in the corner. Send it to Vucevic in the post, being guarded by Harden. Got to be a mismatch here. He'll pass it out to Buzelis. Takes a 3. Contested, but he hits. 10-9 game, and after the Bulls went down 8-0, they're on a 9-2 run. Bulls 3 of 4 from the 3-point line. Clippers 2 of 2. Both of those threes for LA were from the right corner from John Collins. Use Sanders. Send it to Zubac, back to Harden. Harden. There might have been a little screen. No call there. A three-point shot from James Harden is short, rebounded by Vucevic. Kobe driving, lays it up and in, and the Bulls have an 11-10 lead there on an 11-2 run. Pass on to Collins. That was bad transition defense for the Bulls as Collins lays it up and in. He has 8 points now. It's not good. Really no transition defense at all for the Bulls on that last possession. Jalen Smith sent it to Buzelis. Buzelis down low to Smith. Reverses it. He's short on it. Rebounded by Harden. 7:42 to play in the first quarter. Harden takes a three-point shot. Contested. Short. Rebounded by Buzelis. Buzelis makes a nice move. Lays it up. No good. And he'll get fouled. John Collins will pick up the personal. With 7:30 to go, Bulls will have a chance to tie and take the lead. Buzelis goes up strong, avoids getting picked by Sanders, and Collins got him up high. Average ages for the Clippers, they're the oldest team in the league, averaging with an average age of 29.7. The Bulls are the fifth youngest at 25.2. Buzelis strong on the first free throw. Misses it. It's still 12-11. Bulls will go to the bench early. 4.5 minutes into this game. Second free throw from Buzelis. This one's good, and we're tied at 12. Kevin Huerter's in the game now for Chicago. Zubac. Send it to Harden. Harden out low to Zubac. Good pass, and Zubac lays it up and in 14-12. Clippers on the second day of a back-to-back. Bulls, by the way, they're 4 for 11 from the field. There's a three-point shot from Vucevic. No good. They're 4 for 12 now, but they started 0 for 4 in their last, and they're now 4 for their last 7. Harden. And he dribbles it off of his foot, and it'll be Bulls basketball. That's a turnover on James Harden. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor. 14-12, Clippers on top, 6:51. We'll send it to immediate timeout. They're listening to Bulls basketball on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. Bulls basketball on the air. 14-12 start for the Clippers. James Harden now under 3,000 points shy of Wilt Chamberlain in all-time scoring. He's also going to be approaching Dirk Nowitzki, who's number 7 in all-time scoring. Obviously, Kevin Durant in 6th place. He's still an active player, so that's going to take some time. And Harden may never catch Durant, but still to be top 10 and will probably be number 7 when his career is over with. That's a good career for James Harden. Should be a Hall of Famer as the Bulls turn it over on the first play after the media timeout. 14-12, Clippers on top, 6:39 to play. Harden, one of the better players in NBA. Obviously, there's questions about him, about foul baiting and stuff like that. But regardless, if you're able to do something well, you should get rewarded for it. I actually hope the Bulls can play good defense against him tonight. He drives on Buzelis, and he just turned it over again. Turn it over before the media timeout, dribbled it off of his foot, and then he loses it while going up. Vucevic will send it to Buzelis. Buzelis makes a nice crossover, moves into the Coro for a corner three. That's well off, rebounded by Sanders. And here come the Clippers. Sanders driving on Buzelis. Send it to Chris Dunn in the corner. Driving. Puts it off the glass. It in. 16-12. Clippers on top. Under 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Here's Vucevic. Send it to White. White driving. Lays it off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Vooch. He misses his shot. There's a foul called, though. And I believe it's going to be on Kobe Sanders for the foul. It'll be the second team foul on the Clippers. Bulls have none. The first foul was on John Collins. And Vucevic will get 2 shots from the free throw line to try and make this a 2-point deficit. First free throw from Vucevic is good. 16-13, Bulls trail by 3. And Ayo Dosunmu will come in for Okoro. And Nicholas Batum will also come in for the Clippers. Free throw number 2 for Vucevic is up. And in. 16-14, Vooch has his first 2 points of the game. James Harden will dribble the ball past the timeline. 2 or 3 of the 5 Bulls starters are still in. Vucevic, Kobe, Buzelis. Harden again almost turns it over. Doesn't though. Here's a 3 for Sanders on the wing. Too strong. Rebounded long by Herter, and the Bulls will have possession of the basketball. Vucevic to Buzelis. Step back. We'll give it to Herter. Herter sends it to Vucevic. Driving. He loses possession of the basketball. Goes out of bounds. Looks like it was tapped off of Brook Lopez, who's in the game for the Clippers. And that'll be Bulls basketball. 5:04 to play now in the first quarter. Here's Vucevic. Trey Jones is in the game for Kobe now. Jones driving, sent it to Dosunmu in the corner. He drives, kicks out to Buzelis. Very contested 3. No good. Rebounded by Jones, though. Out to Herter. The Red Baron takes the 3, and he airballs it and goes out of bounds. And then Clippers will get possession of the basketball. 16-14. Bulls still trail by 2. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Dunn backing down. Dosunmu throws up the right hand hook, knocks it down. That's 4 points for Dunn. It's 18-14 Clippers. Bulls are 4 of 16 from the field. Clippers 8 of 13. Jones, Herter, open for 3, and he connects there. It's a 1-point game again. That's another 3 for the Bulls, keeping them in this game because the 2-point shots are not falling. 18-17, Jalen Smith getting ready to check back into this game. Pushing the 4-minute mark. Here's Harden driving, corner, Dunn, he starts to drive, sends him down low, gets tapped by Herder. He'll steal it now. 3-on-2 for the Bulls. A lob to Buzelis, and he can't handle the pass, and that is a turnover on Chicago. Cannot turn that one over. That was an easy 2-point basket there, and unfortunately for Buzelis, he couldn't handle the pass. For 3:58 to play in this quarter. Sanders will give it to Lopez. Back to Sanders. He nearly loses it. Wasn't expecting the handoff back. Sanders sent it to Batum. That's a 3-point shot. Old man Batum misses it. Rebounded by Smith, and here come the Bulls. Dosunmu driving out to Buzelis. Buzelis, he drives and stolen by James Harden. There's going to be a foul called on Matas Buzelis. And Harden wants a transition take foul. I think there was a couple Bulls players ahead of him. In here, I think this should be a common foul. In my opinion, this will be a common foul. 3:34 to play in this first quarter. It is a clear pass foul. Clippers will get 2 free throws and the ball. So we'll see what happens here. In my opinion, it should be a common foul. I mean, there's still 2 Bulls players. Okay, so it's a loose ball foul. There is no clear pass foul. So the Bulls will draw a foul, but it is not a clear pass foul. Because James Harden did not establish possession before the foul was called, so they called a loose ball foul. Dalen Terry is now in the game for Chicago. Here's Harden. Harden. Backing down Trey Jones. Harden still backing down Trey Jones. Lays it up and in. That was just too easy. 20-17 Clippers on top. Jones pushing the pace into the Dosunmu. Goes up. No good. Rebounded by Miller. By Cam Christie, sorry. And Harden turns it over again. Dosunmu with the steal. Terry is going to reset the pace. No, Herder will take a 3. He's well short. Rebounded by Christie. Send it to Harden. Harden being guarded by Dosunmu. Trying to hound Harden. Takes a 3. It looked like he airballed that ball. Gets tapped out of bounds off of Herder. And that'll be Clippers basketball. So we're going to send it to a break. 2:42 to play in the first quarter. Clippers on top, 20-17. You're listening to Bulls basketball on Chai Sports Live. Welcome back to Shine Sports Live. Bulls trail by a bucket, 20-17 here. Bulls trying to rally in this game and try and